Elon Musk has entered the UK's free speech battle with a vengeance, and he's not pulling any punches. In a scandal that shocked Britain, the world's richest man is calling out the police over their Orwellian handling of a so-called non-crime hate incident that landed Daily Telegraph journalist Allison Pearson in their crosshairs. Yes, it happened. Two officers showed up at Pearson's doorstep on Remembrance Sunday, of all days, to warn her she was under investigation over a year-old post on Musk's own platform, and Musk's reaction. Let's just say he's furious, calling it insane, and demanding that the UK's thought police be stopped.
There's also a shocking amount of censorship. You may have seen in Britain, I kid you not, how can this be real? They are releasing convicted pedophiles from prison in order to put people in prison for Facebook posts.
But to be fair, those are posts that criticize the government, so they have a good reason.
Well, they would actually, some of these posts that at least the ones I've seen, didn't actually criticize the government, or they were seen as sort of as hate speech.
Right.
So
because they noticed the society getting crappier and crappier with every year, and they said so.
Yeah. I mean, there were, and I'm simply stating a fact, there were migrant rape gangs in England that would run around and prey on young girls, gang rape them, and some people found that objectionable, which obviously it should be objectionable, and they were upset about that, and so they complained about it online, and were sent to prison.
But if Musk's outcry wasn't enough, Pearson's recounting of her Kafkaesque ordeal live on GB News with Nigel Farage stunned viewers even more. Farage himself seemed taken aback as Pearson described her surreal experience in chilling detail. The tension is real, and it's clear. This scandal is just beginning. It was supposed to be a quiet Remembrance Sunday, a day to honour Britain's fallen heroes. But as Allison Pearson opened her door to find two police officers standing in her entryway, she was left speechless. The officers explained they were there to investigate a social media post she'd made a year earlier, now flagged as a potential non-crime hate incident. But the twist: they wouldn't, or couldn't, reveal which post was under investigation. It was a nightmare come to life, Pearson later told Nigel Farage in a live interview on GB News. Here they were, on one of Britain's most solemn days at my door, questioning me over a social media post I don't even remember. Watching the interview from across the globe, Elon Musk didn't hold back. Posting on X, Musk declared, "This is insane. Make Orwell fiction again." The post went viral instantly, drawing millions of views and a cascade of comments as the world weighed in. But Musk didn't stop there. He followed up with a direct jab at British authorities, demanding they end the suppression of free speech and protect citizens' rights. The firestorm ignited by Musk's comments has only grown as top UK Conservatives jumped in to denounce the police's actions. Pearson's story sparked a fury among right-wing heavyweights. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson demanded answers, slamming Labour's policies as leading Britain into a thought police nightmare. How can Labour claim to support democracy while targeting journalists for harmless opinions? Johnson asked. Meanwhile, Liz Truss labelled the situation a disgrace to freedom, while Ian Duncan Smith weighed in with a chilling warning, saying, "This is Big Brother in action. We are entering a place where free thought is policed." In a shocking revelation during her interview with Farage, Pearson explained how the officers at her door were unable to disclose details of the post they were investigating, but insisted she was being summoned to a voluntary interview. Still, she was shaken. "It's like living in a dystopian novel," she explained. "I thought, this can't be happening in Britain." When Farage pressed her on the nature of the accusation, Pearson admitted she still had no idea what she was being accused of. "I don't even know what I'm supposed to defend myself against." Nigel Farage, visibly incensed, turned to the viewers. "This is more than just a story about one journalist. This is about the very fabric of free speech in Britain. What happened to Allison can happen to anyone now." He added that Britain is fast becoming a place where expressing any opinion could land you in a police interrogation room. Farage's words sent waves through social media, where #ThoughtPoliceUK began trending. Thousands of users echoed his concerns, with some calling it the death of free speech. Adding to the public outcry, Essex Police issued a statement confirming they had opened an investigation under Section 17 of the Public Order Act. However, they clarified that the case had been referred to them by another force. According to the statement, Pearson's post had allegedly contained material likely or intended to incite racial hatred. The fact that the post had been removed months ago only heightened the anger among free speech advocates, who questioned why police resources were being used to investigate words rather than actual crimes. High-profile figures like Suella Braverman have since demanded action, calling the situation the ultimate overreach. Braverman, visibly frustrated, said, "If police are investigating tweets instead of actual crimes, then we're in serious trouble." Chris Philp, Shadow Home Secretary, echoed this view, saying, "With violent crime and burglaries on the rise, it's inconceivable that officers are spending time and resources on social media posts that don't meet the criminal threshold." Richard Tice of Reform UK called the news beyond shocking, and Robert Jenrick sharply criticised the decision, saying, "Police should focus on criminals, not tweets." Even Nigel Farage admitted he was shaken by the Orwellian turn of events. On Remembrance Sunday of all days, he reminded viewers, "We remember those who fought for our freedom, and here is Allison Pearson, facing a police investigation for merely expressing an opinion." His words struck a nerve, and thousands took to social media to voice their own fears of a growing police state. And what about Musk? He's refusing to back down. As more British leaders speak up, Musk has posted again, warning that this isn't just a UK issue, but a worldwide one. "If we don't fight for free speech everywhere, then freedom of thought is lost," he wrote, adding that he stands firmly with Pearson and anyone else targeted for their opinions. With his influence, Musk's posts have turned this case into a global scandal, and further pressure has mounted on Keir Starmer and Labour to address these accusations. As for Pearson, she's preparing for the next phase of her battle. The Free Speech Union has stepped in, offering her a solicitor, and she now faces a voluntary interview at the police station in the coming weeks. "If this is what free speech in Britain has come to, then we are in trouble," Pearson said. She fears that her case could set a precedent for future thought crime investigations and says she's bracing for a fight. "I'm just a journalist doing my job," she told Farage. "If I can be interrogated for my opinions, then what's next?" As Britain watches with bated breath, one thing is clear. This isn't just about Pearson. This story is about every Brit who values free speech and fears losing it. If you want to stay updated on every shocking twist in this unfolding story, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and stay tuned, because this scandal isn't cooling down anytime soon, and we'll be bringing you every fiery detail as it happens.